Colonel Yanaway has more than 32 years of military service, including deployments to plan the air offensive against Serbia, to Albania to build refugee camps, and to Kosovo to assist in rebuilding the government in 1999. To Iraq in 2003 to 2004 as a strategist for the Combined Joint Task Force 7 and liaison to the Iraqi Government Council. To Iraq again in 2007-8 as the deputy team leader of the provincial reconstruction team in Al-Hilal, Babylon, and finally Djibouti in 2011-12 as the director of civil military operations and commander of the Army element of the Combined Joint Task Force, the Horn of Africa. He commanded 3 companies of the 2nd Battalion, 417th Infantry Regiment in Norwich, in Connecticut. He commanded the 407th Civil Affairs Battalion in Arden Hills, Minnesota, and the Army Command element of the Combined Joint Task Force in the Horn of Africa. Colonel Yanaway is a graduate of UConn with a bachelor's degree in history and a master's degree in anthropology, from St. Xavier University, a master's degree in education, and from the Army War College with a master's degree in strategic studies. His awards and decorations include the Legion of Merit, Bronze Star Medal with 1 oak leaf cluster, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal with 4 oak leaf clusters, Joint Service Achievement Medal, Army Achievement Medal with oak leaf cluster, and Parachutist Badge. In his civilian life, Colonel Yanaway works as a teacher of history at Womogo High School. Colonel Mark Yanaway is married to the former Ann Zimmerman. They have 2 children, Abigail and Henry. They make their home here in Litchfield, Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest speaker, Colonel Mark Yanaway.
This day, I, who remain among the living, am called to testify to you, who still linger after the parade is past, as to the sacrifices made by those who have gone on before us to meet their Maker in the service of their country. Any words I speak today pale before the silent testimony of those who have served us and who willingly gave their lives for this great nation. The names of the men and women who are engraved on the monuments of this green, especially the men of the 2nd Connecticut Volunteer Heavy Artillery, whose bodies lie moldering in a grave near Mechanicsville, Virginia, where they died fighting for this Union at the aptly named Battle for Cold Harbor, demand our attention. These brave souls were loved and in return loved their countrymen enough to voluntarily die for them. We who remain must, for our own sake, attempt to repay the debt we owe them. My words are a meager initial installment on that debt. It is through our actions that we must strive to keep faith with them and with the vision that led them and their brothers and sisters in arms to combat and to final sacrifice. Freedom is not free. It is bought with the blood of patriots. They protected and nurtured the United States, the greatest nation on earth, the greatest nation in history. We must ensure that this great nation for which they died and the freedom it represents will endure and prosper. Their sacrifice imposes a burden on we who are the beneficiaries of their deaths. Those whom we commemorate this day gave their lives in service to this nation. We have incurred an obligation by enjoying the fruits of their sacrifices to be willing to give of ourselves. For some, this will be in the military, potentially equaling their sacrifice. For others, it will be in service to volunteer fire departments, service on boards and commissions, service in youth organizations and service as teachers, or in some other organization providing service to our community, state, and nation. This devotion to our well-being, beyond the paltry struggles of our daily lives to get a promotion at work, or a better car or house, to give their lives so that others might live, never fails to evoke in us a sense of wonder and mystery. Granting space on this town green for monuments to commemorate this devotion is a trivial payment for the lives that have imparted unto us the freedoms and economy we enjoy. Today, here in Litchfield, amid the rolling hills and verdant fields, on this town green and thousands more across this great nation and the world, wherever our defenders rest, we do our small part to repay the debt we have incurred. It is our sacred duty and our incalculable blessing today to decorate those graves with a devout prayer and the renewal of our vow to the cause of liberty, peace, and justice for which America's best have served and sacrificed. Our fervent prayer this day is that we who hold these freedoms dear will remember that they require free men and free women who are dedicated to continually rejuvenate, reconstitute, and protect them from those that seek to diminish them. Let us pledge our sacred honor that their lives, their sacrifices, their valor shall not have been spent in vain for as long as God sustains this nation.